Hi, Kristen.
Hi.
Is now a good time?
Yeah, I'm just getting ready to head out to distribution.
Awesome. Can I ask you a few questions about the food pantry while we're walking?
Yeah, follow me.
How many volunteers do you need each shift for the food pantry?
So our distribution uses 28 volunteers per shift. We usually have 4 per shift for the prep shifts, and then once we get back inside the food pantry, we'll have like 10 to 12 volunteers each shift.
And what are the different food pantry volunteer roles?
So we have, right now we have traffic controllers, we have people who are loading food into cars, we have people who are like loading diapers into cars. When we get back into the new space, we'll have shoppers, we'll have intake volunteers, and we'll have restockers.
What role is the hardest to fill?
Ooh, good question. I'd say probably our intake volunteers. It's a little bit more demanding.
And if you were a volunteer, what role would you choose to fill?
Definitely restocking. I like getting my exercise while also doing some good.
And what's the oldest expiration date you found while restocking?
Oh, another good question. The oldest one we found is from 1994.
Wow. And what are you most excited about for the new space?
I would say the volunteer break area. Our volunteers work so hard and they never have had a space to just be able to sit and relax, and so I'm excited for them to have that space now.
Great answer. Have a great distribution.
Thank you. Bye.
So, Joe, what is your favorite item that we give out in the food pantry?
My favorite item is the meat that we are able to give to our customers.
And what's your favorite meat products that we're able to give?
Well, I think chicken. A lot of people eat chicken, so that's really easy. And sometimes we have beef and, pizzas. We give pizzas out.
What is your favorite task to do in the food pantry?
I like to be a shopper once it opens, that I'm there to help people.
So have you had any embarrassing moments while working in the food pantry?
No, I have not.
Not yet?
No, not yet. Not that I can think of.
And my last question for you is, what are you most excited for in the new space?
I'm excited that it's going to be open and that everybody's going to be able to come in and shop, and we're not going to be out here in this heat.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
What has been the biggest surprise about volunteering at JFS?
The number of people that we service.
If you were to describe your experience as a volunteer in 3 words, what would they be?
Learning, joy, respect.
So what have you learned about yourself or others through volunteering at JFS?
It's a big world out there, and we need to open our eyes up to everybody's conditions.
Excellent. And my last question for you is, what are you most excited about in the new space?
That we can go out one door and in a different door.
All right. Thank you so much, Annalee.
Thank you.
Geetha,
yes, ma'am.
How many hours do you volunteer a week?
Right now, I'm here on Thursdays from 7:30 to 11, and then on Tuesdays, I'm working with KDHM for about 3 hours.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
In what ways do you volunteer at JFS?
I am a full-time food pantry volunteer, and I also do the centerpieces for the bar mitzvahs and stuff like that. So wherever they need me, I'm there.
How do you feel about drive-through distributions coming to an end?
I'm happy. I can't wait to go inside with our clients, and I'm looking forward to it. I really am.
How has volunteering at JFS had an impact on you spiritually, emotionally, physically?
You know what? I get a lot out. I feel great when I leave here. It doesn't matter how hectic the day has been. So I feel like rather than me putting time in, I feel like I get a lot out being a volunteer at JFS.
And my last question for you is, what are you most excited about in the new space?
I actually had a dream that they were enlarging the pantry, so I'm kind of happy that my dream is coming through. And I think the amount of space that we're going to have, I'm just excited by that.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Geetha.
Thank you.
So, Bradley, if it were up to you, what color would you paint the walls in the new food pantry?
The JFS logo.
Yeah, just have the JFS logo all over the walls?
On the wall, and put little white stripes.
And white stripes. What role would you like to take on in the new food pantry?
Everything. Like volunteer, interview, do whatever I did last time I was here.
All right, what snacks do you hope will be in the volunteer break room?
Everything.
What's your favorite snack?
Well, if you want healthy, it's like grapes and fruit and all that stuff. But if you get really bad shape, everything. It's M&Ms and peanut M&Ms and Reese's Pieces and Kit Kat.
Yum. And my last question for you, Bradley, is what are you most excited for in the new space?
More room, more the people spit out, have a intro and exit, and a lot of information that's recorded so people don't talk back to you.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Bradley.
You're welcome.
So what is your least favorite item that you have to restock?
The hardest one to do is the fruits and vegetables, only because sometimes they're rotten, and then you have to, go through and the bags are wet. But I enjoy the weightlifting part of it, so it's okay.
Are you sad that you won't get as much cardio with all the food storage being on one floor?
No, I'm sad that we're going inside. I love the building. I like the sun. So I like being outside and getting the activity outside. But I can't wait to see the new building open up because it's going to be beautiful.
And what will you miss most about the old space?
The elevator.
And what are you most excited about in the new space?
Just the tremendous, the space between the aisles, so much more refrigeration and opportunities to hold more vegetables and meat and stuff inside. And the glass refrigerator that they're getting, the glass door refrigerator, you can see what's in it without having to open the doors, which is really going to be nice.
All right, thank you so much, Janet.
Thank you.
Who inspired you to start volunteering?
Well, I suppose it was my parents long, long ago.
What is your favorite food in our kosher corner?
Hot dogs. I like the hot dogs.
If you could encourage someone else to volunteer at JFS, what would you say?
I would say it's a great workout and you get more out of it emotionally than the people who are on the receiving end.
And what would you say to those who are struggling with food insecurity in Dallas?
I feel for them. I hope things will change for them. Meanwhile, let us give you some food.
And my last question for you is, what are you most excited about in the new food pantry?
I'd say all that shelf space, all the storage, all the freezers, the pallet jack. Pallet jack is my favorite tool in the pantry.
All right, thank you so much. So Maria, what has been your favorite thing about the drive-through food distribution?
I think the amount of people that we actually served. In the food pantry, our most prolific days, if you will, we did about 50. So seeing just hundreds of cars lined up to get food, and knowing that you're providing a service to these folks, it's been really, really enjoyable. Awesome.
So how will your role change when reverting back to the client choice model?
I'm actually going to be doing more social services type of work. So then I won't be as involved in the day-to-day of the food pantry. So that's something that I am looking forward to because I do like that part of my day-to-day. So that's what's going to change for me.
How can clients make an appointment once the new food pantry is open?
They are going to be, at least for our drive-through clients, we will be handing out a flyer informing them of the change. and what they need to do in order to get a food pantry appointment through our Pantry Sauce website. And if anyone has any issues, I will be calling them and letting them know. And also our existing clients will actually be calling them and letting them know that we're reverting to our appointment line, and to please contact us for any additional questions.
All right, my last question for you is, what are you most excited about in the new space?
The space, quite honestly, our old pantry space is really small, and just going over there and seeing the shopping area, it's just going to make the biggest difference in just the day-to-day.
All right, thank you so much.